Welcome at Ask the Professor. This is the second round and I really enjoy all your questions. Also a little in-depth questions about what is the best choice. But best choice in my view is what is fitting you the most, and that's really depending on which country you live and what is the culture and what is really your need, your efficiency and on capacity what you like to achieve. And that's not easy. So I saw that already in the question, so let's go and try to work out what we can do with it. The question was about modeling and a timetable and what is getting more capacity out of the system. And of course we are notoriously conservative and it's not easy to make new ideas happening and implementing. And that's because when you change a full system, you really have the problem. The shop is open, you need proven technology, but how you can prove it? So first you have to make a new shop, bring everything in a new rhythm, new structure, but it's not possible. So you have to do it in transitions, in small steps. And that's exactly the point, how to make this happen in small steps while you need a giant step to get ahead. The problem is how to manage this. Of course it's possible, but how to manage it. So for example, what we do in Holland, what we can do technically is almost we can run a timetable without a timetable. So it's fully flexible, completely online, you could say, and you can mix up with AI network or whatever you like. You can say, okay, with AI techniques, you can really make a timetable without any planning at all. But that's the technical part. But how to make it happen in reality? When the shop is open, we are really old school, how to do it. With maybe some countries you do it still with paper and a pencil when you have problems. So that's really the big gap. And the question should be how to fill this gap in small steps to achieve the new future. Make your choice. European legislations, that's the next question about what is the actors, what is the role, how efficient or inefficient you could be, and why you could say the hell we have that amount of parties or joint undertakings to take some part of the full puzzle to fight for. I think it's more or less based on frustration. Everybody likes to move on, but it is not possible because we are in a railway and it's really complicated, etc., etc. So everybody knows. But then still you have a vision, you need a strategic view, and you like to go on. So you need a united part of the puzzle. And what you see now is that every puzzle part has its own united foundation, you could say. And that's why you have all these small areas of united names by lawyers, by financials, by contractors, by infra managers, etc., etc. So that's, I think, why this is still the case. Because why you cannot be united and organize everything in European-wide, a first ID, make the homologation, make it happen, one TSI, one EUTMS language, for example, and one ATO, and we go. In principle, it's possible, but I think when you go back in history, and you have to, why we have not changed this culture. And that's because we have no market. When you have no market, because it is mostly found in Europe, it's founded and financed by the government, then the government says, okay, you have to do the job, and when the job is done and the budget is zero, you did a good job. But that's too easy when you ask and also to push yourself in a more efficient way, because then you need more. You need a full market, and I think the full market is not what we have, and therefore nothing will change much in my view. But when I'm wrong, please correct me and make your comments on the forum, so please do. When we're talking about the market, the next question about vertical integration is exactly the follow-up. While you have no market, you only have the government who's really responsible, because it's only one stakeholder, you could say, then how you can make the changes more effectively or pushing, you could say, how to push things forward to implement. The way how you asked was, why is the government not in the lead to take action or make the new ideas or new software or new traffic management system themselves? And I think that's not the right way, because then it is one ruler, one owner who says you have to make this, and then you just follow what they ask. And when they make a mistake in the prescription what to make, then you can say, yeah, okay, I did what you ask and that's it. So I think you need a more better mechanism. So you need the use and the knowledge of the market. So you could say, why not that the government take the lead to organize this and to make it happen. So taking the lead is something different than dictating the market what to do. And I think taking the lead is also already enough, and you get all beneficial. An open atmosphere, open discussion, open view, and then work together as a team. That are the conditions in my view, but that's not easy because that's not how it works, especially here in Holland yet, because we also have all other legislations about law constraints. It's not easy. But when you like to make this move, I would say the government take the lead. Let's see what happens, but then they have to take the lead, and that's not always the case in many innovations. So let's see what the future will bring. A question about how to manage a connection between cities to cities. That's easy, I would say. That's also why we take this as an example in this course. But the question was about what about making connections between countries, not national but internationally. And then it's more complicated. Yes, it is. And the question is there any guideline structure how to manage this? And I would say no, there is not. It's always, as we have many cases here in Holland, to make small regional lines connected to Belgium or to Germany, just paneling systems. It sounds so easy, two cities are agreed, so why not make it happen? And still it takes 5-6 years just to make all these legal parts, the discussions about who's taking the lead, and when there is a fire, which fire brigades should be informed and how, and then we have different laws and different procedures. So it makes a lot of troubles to make this happen easily. So it must be difficult, and the difficult part is you have to talk every case by case, and it takes a long run. Maybe you can change it, but I have no idea how to change this big stakeholders culture. Maybe you can have a good idea, so be my guest. Many thanks for all these questions. I really enjoyed the questions. Are really not a good answer to say yes or no, but okay, keep on the discussions, keep everybody really energetic and alive. Put all the questions we have or cases in your mind, put it and upload it in the system on the forum. Also, we have a last Ask the Professor next time, so hopefully I get a lot of questions and maybe I pick you up and give you some answers by video. So see you next time, keep on track.